The sun beat down on Kai's neck as he pushed aside a thick curtain of ferns. Sweat trickled down his forehead, stinging his eyes. Beside him, his younger brother, Leo, stumbled, his smaller legs struggling to keep pace. "Anything?" Kai asked, his voice rough from thirst and the endless, fruitless search. Leo shook his head, his face etched with disappointment. "Just berries. The birds got to them first. They'd been foraging for hours, their stomachs gnawing with hunger. Their mother had been gone for days, venturing further than usual to find medicinal herbs to trade. She'd left them with a meager supply of dried meat and nuts, but it had vanished far too quickly. Now, Kai, at 15, felt the full weight of responsibility for his 8-year-old brother. "All right," Kai sighed, trying to sound more confident than he felt. "Let's try the riverbank. Maybe we can find some edible roots, or even better, a frog." The river was their lifeline, a source of water and, occasionally, food. They navigated the overgrown path, the air thick with the scent of damp earth and decaying leaves. Leo, energized by the prospect of water, darted ahead, his bare feet kicking up small clouds of dust. "Kai! Wait!" Leo's voice echoed, filled with more excitement than Kai had heard in days. Kai quickened his pace, pushing through the final barrier of bushes to emerge onto the riverbank. Leo was kneeling at the edge, his eyes wide and fixed on something in the water. "Look! A fish! A huge one!" Kai squinted, and his heart leaped. There, in a clear pool formed by a bend in the river, a fish of remarkable size swam lazily. It was silver and sleek, easily 2 feet long, and looked plump and delicious. "Wow," Kai breathed, momentarily forgetting their hunger in the face of such a magnificent creature. "We have to catch it." The problem was, they had no fishing gear, just their bare hands and the instincts their mother had taught them. "Okay, Leo, listen," Kai said, his mind racing. "We need to work together. You stay here, keep your eye on it. When I give the signal, you try to herd it towards me." Kai scouted the area, finding a sturdy branch that he sharpened into a makeshift spear. He waded into the river upstream from the pool, the cold water numbing his feet. He positioned himself carefully, his body tense, his eyes locked on the fish. "Now, Leo," he whispered. Leo, caught up in the moment, plunged into the shallow water, splashing and yelling, "Get away from our food." The fish, startled by the commotion, darted towards the deeper part of the pool, right where Kai was waiting. He lunged, thrusting the makeshift spear with all his might. He missed. The fish, now thoroughly alarmed, began to thrash, sending a spray of water into the air. Leo, undeterred, continued to chase it, slipping and sliding on the muddy riverbed. He stumbled, falling headfirst into the water. Kai watched in horror, momentarily frozen. He scrambled towards Leo, pulling him up sputtering and coughing. "Leo! Are you okay?" Leo, dripping and shivering, nodded, his lower lip trembling. "I almost had it, Kai. It was right there." Kai ruffled his wet hair. "It's all right, little brother. We'll get it." He knew they wouldn't give up that easily. The fish was their best chance at a substantial meal. They tried different tactics. They tried luring it with shiny pebbles, they tried building a small dam to trap it, but the fish proved to be too clever for them. Hours passed, the sun began to dip towards the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple. Their energy was waning, their hopes dwindling. Then, Leo spotted the fish again, hiding beneath an overhanging rock. This time, he moved slowly, carefully, mimicking the stealth Kai had demonstrated earlier. He lowered himself into the water, inching forward until he was almost within arm's reach. He reached out, his fingers brushing against the fish's slippery scales. He grabbed it. But the fish was strong, and with a powerful flick of its tail, it pulled free. Leo lost his balance, flailing wildly, and went down again, swallowing a mouthful of water. This time, he didn't get up right away. Kai rushed to his side, pulling him out of the water. Leo was coughing, gasping for air, his face pale. "Leo, you need to rest," Kai said urgently. "Let's just go back empty-handed." Leo shook his head weakly, pointing towards the rock. "It's still there. I almost got it." Kai looked at his younger brother, his eyes filled with a determination that mirrored his own. He knew they couldn't give up now. "Okay," Kai said, his voice firm. "We'll do it together this time." He helped Leo to his feet, and together they approached the rock. Kai positioned himself on one side, Leo on the other. They took a deep breath and on Kai's signal, they reached out, their hands closing around the fish, trapping it against the rock. This time, they had it. With a combined effort, they hauled the struggling fish out of the water. It was even bigger than they had thought, heavy and slippery. They carried it together, each holding one end, their arms aching, their bodies exhausted. The journey back to their makeshift camp felt longer than ever. But with each step, they were fueled by the knowledge that they had succeeded, that they had provided for themselves. Back at the camp, they cleaned the fish by the flickering light of the campfire. The aroma of fresh fish filled the air, a welcome change from the gnawing emptiness they had felt all day. "What kind of sauce should we make, Kai?" Leo asked, his eyes sparkling with excitement. Kai grinned. Let's see. We can use those wild onions we found earlier, and maybe some of those chili peppers that grow near the waterfall. And I saw some wild ginger." They worked together, grinding the ingredients on a flat stone, adding water and a pinch of salt. The fire crackled merrily as the fish sizzled in the flames, slowly turning golden brown. As they ate, the silence was broken only by the sound of their satisfied chewing. The fish was delicious, the sauce adding a burst of flavor that made their taste buds sing. They ate until their bellies were full, until they felt a sense of contentment they hadn't known in days. Later, as they lay side by side beneath the starry sky, Leo snuggled close to Kai. "Thanks, Kai," he mumbled sleepily. "That was the best fish ever." Kai put his arm around his younger brother, pulling him closer. "We did it together, Leo. We always will." He stared up at the stars, a newfound sense of confidence filling his heart. He knew that their mother would be proud. They had faced adversity, they had worked together, and they had survived. They had learned a valuable lesson that day, a lesson that would stay with them for the rest of their lives, that even in the face of hardship, with determination and teamwork, anything was possible. And as he drifted off to sleep, he knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, they would face them together, as brothers, as a team, bound by a love that was stronger than any adversities. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to Funny Scenes to attend such amazing travel, hunting and adventure vlog. Bye, see you next.